Hey, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Muse Jester. My name is Junior. Let's take a look at G.I. Joe Classifieds again. I think I've said it before. G.I. Joe Classifieds from Hasbro. It has got to be one of the top toy lines out there. Uh, I probably even said it's the top toy line out there for 6-inch lines in terms of pricing and what you're getting for your money and playability and everything. So I'm not including Mayflex or Figure Arts because those are $80, $60 figures, even $100 figures. They're not comparable to Mezco because this is basically a $25 figure and you're getting a lot. This is Zandar from Cobra and Leatherneck from G.I. Joe. So let's take a look at Zandar first. I should have shown the box art in the back really quickly over here. So that's kind of interesting. Let me just cut this out so that I could use this in my accessories bag. All right. Let's start with the accessories. Here's the main rifle gun. Only got a silver tip. Everything is basic black, a little bit warped. The details there. Some sort of dagger weapon axe thingy with again just a silver coloring at the tip. The dagger nicely detailed, but again just having silver at the tip. And as for the gun, here it is, just basic plastic. So oh, and then here's the backpack, again basic plastic. This I suppose is supposed to be the quiver to go with this one. The detail is there. If you want to paint it up to get more out of your toy, you can go ahead and do so. That's up to you. So okay, so now let's see, how do I want to proceed? Cons. Even though this video is separated by a day or so from the Masters of the Universe Mattel's ScaleCon, for me, it's only been a few minutes because I'm just doing all this review in one fell swoop so I can clean up the mess of all these boxes. But the reason why I was saying that is because I just basically saw Mattel's accessories and it was fully painted, different paints applications in one weapon with a wash to accentuate the details in that one. Hasbro is not doing any of that. In fact, it wasn't until when in the beginning of the line this would have been all black. They would never even have painted the silver. So we're kind of getting the short end of the stick when it comes to paint application on the accessories. Having said that, we now go into the figure. And first impressions on the figure is this is where all your paint application went to, because my god, this figure is freaking gorgeous. It really is. Oh, look at that, some sort of glue residue going on over there. Look at all the paint work. The gold application on this thing is freaking insane. The belt, the chain, the tattoo, and the face. We'll go into the face later. I usually go into the face first because it's so impressive, but here the overall application of the paint throughout the body makes it uniform. You're not immediately going to the face because that's where what you're attracted to. It's just what they did is quite amazing on this figure. It really is. So let's take a look at that face. Look at that. The paint application, the brightness of the red. That's just the earring. Unbelievable. Now, I think Hasbro for me is the number one, or I think for me, Hasbro GI Joe Classifieds is the number one toy line out there, the number one. Um, but comparing this figure and the scale cons, which I still have on my table over here, almost the same price. I don't care about the sizes difference and everything. I would almost ask myself, why is there not enough competition between Mattel's Masterverse line and Hasbro? Awesome accessories, but it's singular to this figure. It's not always like this in Masters of the Universe where you have all these accessories. And yet the accessories in this one, as you can see, it's painted, it's got weathering beyond what Hasbro is doing. But where Hasbro beats Mattel is consistency, because this type of quality we always see in every classified figures. This one is almost unique in itself, where I'm valuing it at 15 because it stands out among the Masterverse line. However, when it comes to the Hasbro GI Joe Classified, this is almost standard. The quality of paint application in the faces is almost standard among all GI Joe lines. This is actually quite unique, where you see a lot of paint application spread throughout the body. That's just really making it interesting. Disappointing in that, again, you cannot remove the vest. You'd have to cut it, as far as I can see. That's okay, just to add for the customization or play factor. But yeah, that's the reason why I think GI Joe Classifieds from Hasbro is the top toy out there, at least for me. It's hitting all my spots, and yet, how would I value this one? I would not value this one at 15, unlike the the scale cons, because, like I said, for Hasbro, this is just average stuff. So I would value this one at 12, and the base price of 10. In terms of articulation, it's somewhat limited because of the torn shirt. This one is connected, ooh, actually glued into this, so that's gonna hamper your articulation. That's not good. It does have a butterfly joint here, but it's very limited. Double jointed on the elbow. You just gotta work it around. Does have that cut on the torso, somewhat hampered by the vest, but you can still get away with it. Kind of like a ball joint on the waist, drop down on the leg, so without the drop down it can go up as about that much, and with the drop down a little bit more. Double jointed on the knees, you get the thigh cut obviously. Double jointed will basically give you the range that you need for everything else. It does have a boot cut here at the top, and for articulation in the ankle, excellent range on the down, excellent range on the up, and of course the ankle rocker. Yeah, so for this guy, let me just put the weaponry in this thing. I don't know if I'm putting this correctly, but yeah, that's cool right there. Then the gun goes into the holster on his body. Yeah, very, very striking figure, and I think he pretty much finishes the dreadnoughts for us. Let me bring out his sister. What's her name? Zorana? Look at that. The only drawback is that the pink that's supposed to be coming from her shirt doesn't match the pink. This is a lot more brighter. This is a lot more faded. But look at that. Brother and sister complete. But is shoot, I can't remember his name. Zandar. God, old age, man. Plus, I haven't seen GI Joe cartoons for the longest time, but these three finishes it off. But look at how much contrast they're seeing in colors, which kind of makes sense for him. Z, Zandar. No, he's Sandar. And it kind of makes sense for him because he's supposed to be a chameleon, but he's kind of outdated. He's one of the very early figures that we had in this lineup. But man, I'm glad these two kind of match. They do match pretty good. So yeah. So I'm gonna say this a base value of 12, regular for GI Joe classified. But yeah, definitely pretty good to have. You won't regret getting. You needed to finish off the team anyway. Now let's take a look at Leatherneck over here. Here's the side over there. Here's the figure. Let me open it up. Alright, so here is Leatherneck, and we'll start off with accessories. We'll start off with the bland gun over here, which is just bare plastic. Kind of unique design though. Alright, but it's just bare plastic. And then his rifle. So it's going to be one of those situations where if you want to make it more unique, you can paint it up. Look, it's got ports for weapon flashes, I suppose. Huh. It's coming with two fisted hands, and I just realized with the Zandar figure, we didn't get any extra accessories or extra hands. This knife over here, nice, basic, silver. And then this one. Weirdly enough, I'm happy that at least they added green on here to accentuate it. Trust me, they could have easily have not painted it. So that's kind of a surprise. And then of course this visor or sunglasses over here. Let's look at Leatherneck. So I like I said, this is regular for GI Joe classified to have this level of detail on the figure. The paint application again has been concentrated on the figure. I'm happy with that. Look at that. I didn't even realize that. I'm happy with that. And then this cap comes off so we can see this figure. The faces, they've adjusted the proportions on the figure, specifically the faces on this one. I think, let's see. I don't know if this is Tomax or Zaymot, but you can see the faces, the quality, it's changed. Right? This is more cartoon. This is realistic. This almost looks like an actual guy. The face, the proportions, the quality, the features, it looks like an actual person. Kind of like what you would see in the Black Series when they're doing Luke Skywalker with Mark Hamill's likeness. I don't know what it is. There's just a realistic feel to the features done in this face. Honestly, I think with Zandar, it's the same way as well. There's a realistic feeling to the sculpt that's kind of hidden behind all these bright colors and face paint that he has. But here in Leatherneck is exemplified by it. So I'm really, really glad that they're doing that. And let's put on the visor and see how that goes. This is going to get lost. I can see why some people would wish there was, but no way, man. There's no way you would want this stuck in there, because it's cool to have this option of having the sunglasses, but it's also good to have that. But it's also good to have Leatherneck just with a plain face. That looks just like Leatherneck, but realistic. And then the The shadow beard over here, they continue that face paint application all the way to the neck. While we're here in the neck, we might as well look at the articulation. Goes up like so. Not a lot going down, even though it's got two joints over here in the neck. Nice paint application over here. It's kind of plain. I'm gonna have to say this one, camo here on the side. Here's the belt. But then the base body in this one, this would make a really good base body. I'm curious to see what the body looks like on the vest. Again, I wish that's the one thing that Hasbro can work on, is somehow have the vest be removable. But in the ones that they've done that, attempted that, it's really clunky looking. So it's a trade-off between the clunkiness and whether you want that or not. I didn't realize that's a radio, but it's been kind of squished. I guess for me, I guess I'm okay with this one being in there. If I really want to, I can always get another one and cut it off, you know. But I'm gonna have to try to figure out how I'm gonna hide these, because I know for a fact Ripper and Buzzsaw, one or both of them has glasses, and I don't know where they are. I'm really hoping I kept it in their baggies. Same type of articulation as Zandar. So I'm kind of happy with that. Look at how they designed the ankle cut over here, so it doesn't detract from the design of the uniform, but still you still keep that range and articulation. This is kind of a little bit too frozen for me, so it's fighting me. So this needs to be a little bit handled carefully. The watch is separate, so be careful when you remove the hand. This will come off. Yeah, that's it. Value again, 12. Regular value of what I expect from G.I. Joe Classifieds. Consistent level of quality. It's too bad about the face over here. It's got some sort of ding over here, but I'm okay with it. I almost didn't notice it, honestly. But yeah, this is, again, exactly what you expect from G.I. Joe Classified. You'll not be disappointed. A value of 12 with a base price of 10. An excellent addition to my G.I. Joe Classified lineup. Getting closer there, folks. It's getting closer for the G.I. Joe Classifieds to really fill out the roster on both G.I. Joe and Cobra side. So, anyway, that's it for my review for Hasbro's G.I. Joe Classified Leatherneck and Zandar. What an amazing addition to my collection. Not disappointing at all. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys again soon. Have a nice day. Bye.